We are here at thexaminer.com, and we are at the gift wrapping, and we have American Idol finalists here, Anthony and Brandon. How are you guys?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
So what's it like being out here wrapping gifts and everything? American Idol gift wrapping. Let's start with that.
You know, it's just nice to, I would say, I want to say give back, but it's really just giving service to other people who need it. It's not charity, but it is fun.
It is a lot of fun, and just to come out and, you know, interact with people and wrap their gifts and hope that you don't screw it up by ripping their present,
God.
you know, which I actually did. There, you know, I feel bad for the first present that I wrapped because, oh, dude, come on.
Yes,
So-
this right here is an exclusive, one-of-a-kind Anthony Fedorov.
Yeah.
Auctioning starts at $10,000.
I was sabotaged. I was given a really big box and I ran out of paper, so.
It was me. I sabotaged him.
You're out of papers. Has anyone asked you to sing yet?
No.
No.
Just rapping, no singing.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got
No, I'm glad nobody's asked me to sing. I am not an early person. This is morning to me.
I'm still on East Coast time, man, so I'm good.
Oh yeah, you're in the middle of the afternoon for you.
Our baby wakes up at like 6 a.m. You know, so we're early risers. So
So when did you get to LA?
we actually moved back here 2 days ago.
Oh, welcome back.
Thanks, man. So it feels nice to be here during December, you know, because we just got out of a snowstorm back east, so this is nice. I'll take it.
So you're walking around wearing shorts and everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you don't appreciate California. I mean, I grew up here, but you don't appreciate California weather until you leave it. I had a gig in Toronto last weekend, and it was 10 degrees, snow coming in sideways up. It was coming from the ground. Like the snow was coming, it was meeting in the middle and creating some sort of craziness in the sky. It was, yeah, and I came home and was very, very, very relieved.
Yeah, you can't beat LA weather.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Dude, I'm from Chicago. You cannot beat. I live here. You cannot beat it at all. So first of all, we were just at Hollywood Week. We're at the Kodak, and we were watching the contestants audition. You guys know what it's like. When you watch the show now, do you still get that anticipation when they're doing the Hollywood Week because you know what they're going through?
Oh, absolutely. Every season when I watch the show, I still get those, you know, those jitters because you know what they're going through, and you feel their nervousness. You root for them, and it's not an easy thing to go through, and not everybody could do it. So
It's hard to describe.
yeah, it's
To this day, before or since, Hollywood Week is the most singing I've ever done in a small period of time
think I've ever
in
been
life.
stressed.
I've never been so stressed out in my life. Like your voice comes and it goes, and it comes and it goes, and you just hope that it comes while you're standing on stage in front of the judges.
I think the worst part of it is the group week.
Oh,
The
we
group
lost
day,
2 members of my group.
man.
And
Because
I was like, just,
Because you
I
got to
was-
put your fate in somebody
tears.
else's hands, and you're just like, oh my God, because you don't want to screw it up for somebody else, but you don't want somebody else to screw it up for you. So it's a grind.
It sucked when we finished our group. We finished our group, and everybody's like, yeah, and we're doing it. We're like, oh yeah, we killed that. And then the judges take forever, and then they're like, you out.
Yeah,
What?
that's pretty much it.
You don't know. It's a crapshoot.
Now, have you watched it every season since you were on the show? Have you been watching it nonstop?
Yeah, I mean, I've watched every season since my own, and you know, it's interesting how much. Yeah, a lot of seasons, man, and I was on season 4, so you know, the show has changed so much since that time, and I'm really excited for this upcoming season to see how the new judges will do. But you know, at the end of the day, it's always about the talent. So if they get a good group of guys, you know, it'll be a great season.
How about you, Brandon? Been watching this?
Absolutely. I actually didn't watch the show before I was on the show, but after on the show, you know, I did a little stint on TV Guide Network, and so I had to watch the show. So I had to do the research, had to do this and that. But since then, it's like all these other music shows come out, but I still have a soft spot in my heart for the college I went to, which is the University of American Idol. You know, it's like you're a fraternity, and you're in it, and you root for these kids, and you want them to do well, and when they do bad, you sort of cover your head, and you're like, no, you're better than this. But it's exciting. It's exciting, and I love what it is to the music industry to pull like people who maybe not necessarily would get a shot because they don't have the means, or they don't have maybe they can't write songs. Maybe they have a great voice, can't write songs, don't have a producer friend to make a track for them or something, and it just gives them an avenue, you know, on which to drive into the music industry, and it's a hard industry to get into and stay into. So I'm glad there's shows like this around.
And you know what's interesting? I think there is, you know, for past idols, there's a double-edged sword, because you know, as hard as it is to get into this industry, you know, once you actually become a part of the show and you go through the show, it's actually, unless you end up on the right side of that machine, it's harder to get back to that top, because you know, labels are reluctant to sign you because you were on the show. So there's a really interesting dynamic. But I think, like in my case, it's just, you know, I've been working really hard towards kind of getting back to that point where I was at on the show, with, you know, status and all that. And you know, I think it all comes down to hard work and time. You got to put in the time, you got to pay your dues, and you got to struggle, and you got to get to the top. And it's like, you know, it's a roller coaster, that's for sure.
What I used to tell people when they ask me, what is life after Idol? When you finish American Idol, Idol's the platform, right?
Yeah.
So once you get off the show, it's no longer about what they're doing for you. It's about what you're doing for you. So you have to, the impetus is on you to take the initiative to push yourself out there and to continue being visible, continue creating, continue exploring who you are as a musician, as an artist, and deciding whether that's for you. It's not for everybody. It was for me before Idol. It's been for me afterwards. It was for him before. It's for him after. It doesn't always work like that. Some people, they're like, I'm an accountant now. It's good you figure that out, because this is it's being in the music industry is a battle, and you got to be willing to fight it, hell or high water.
You got to be mentally tough. You got to be mentally tough.
You got to mean it.
So let's talk about what you've been doing since American Idol. I know I saw you perform at Hotel Cafe back then.
Thank you for coming to see me at Hotel Cafe. I'm actually having another gig at Hotel Cafe January 7th. Coming up, January 7th, Hotel Cafe. Be there or be rhomboidal. I don't know, I'm just picking a different shape. I didn't want to say square. So I've got a lot of things on the burner. I've been doing a lot of writing for different artists, up and coming, sometimes, some not. But I'm also concentrating right now on finishing the EP for myself, launching a Kickstarter campaign to fund the video and all the stuff like that. I love the crowdsourcing ideas, get the fans involved. And I have a single, Who Do You Think You Are, available on iTunes right now.
You won't sing it for us. I won't ask you. Now I know you've done some Broadway work, and now let's talk about what you've been doing.
Yeah, you know, it's been quite Broadway, you know, but I think my most rewarding experience on the theatrical stage has been being part of the Rent off-Broadway closing cast. I got the pleasure of working with Michael Greif and the original creative team. So I was the closing Roger off-Broadway for Rent last year. And, you know, I also put out a record. I put out an EP. It's called Never Over. It's also available on iTunes. And you know, right now, my fiance and I were actually writing an album for our son, our 8-month-old Julian. So we're gonna put out a children's music album next year. You know, this coming year. Just been doing a lot of writing for myself and other artists, and you know, auditioning for a bunch of TV and film projects. So I'm really excited to see what this year is gonna bring for us.
It's been so great to talk to you guys. I love watching you guys on the show. I still watch the old tapes back, and I'm still supporting Idol. So take us.